Good morning. Welcome to day 93, Monday, July 8th, 2024. We're getting ready to head out. Had a decent night's sleep. No branches fell on me. That's nice. It's 60 degrees right now, so it's comfortable right now. Hoping to do another 20 miles today, give or take. At the end of the day, we're going to have to do a little bit of a walk to get water, and there could be some interesting deer at this campsite. From what I'm going to have to make sure everything's in the tent, including my trekking poles. They're hungry for salt, so we'll see about that. Heard one hiker pass me about a half hour ago, heard the coughing, so let's get moving. Goodbye, Sierra Nevada. Hello, Cascade. All right, we're about a half hour in. It's about 6:30. We're going to be climbing for a while still. However, not too long ago, we have hit another milestone. 1,300 continuous miles on the Pacific Crest Trail. Amazing. Onward we march, climbing. It's already pretty sticky and humid, but there's a little breeze that's helping a bit. All right, it's about 7:30. We're finally doing a little descending past, I think the couple that I was with yesterday. They were cowboy camping at the height of land here. Makes sense. So that was an interesting sign on the trail there, huh? Pacific Crest Trail, Canada. Got a bit to go before we get there, but yeah, Canada, coming soon. All right, it's about 8 o'clock. We're taking our first real break. Able to sit on a rock yesterday afternoon. The sun was so hot, I couldn't even sit on a rock. It would like start burning my seat. So it's nice to be able to sit on a rock. We'll have a little breakfast and then we'll keep moving. All right, we're approaching Humbug Summit Road. There is a spring not too far down the road. We're gonna stop there, take a nice long break, make some electrolytes, eat, air out the feet, and then keep on marching. Getting closer to Mount Lassen.
Do you mind an end piece?
No, we have
We have
more.
enough bread.
We have more.
These are both end pieces.
All right, it's just after 1 o'clock. We just had some amazing trail magic. A group of wonderful people from the Chico, California area. Had set up not a tent, but the awnings thing, cold drinks, a BLT with fresh guacamole, cold soda, cold beer, cookies, powdered liquid IV, one for the road. Just super nice people. They say every year around this time they come out. I was their first customer of the day, so we were all speculating that the heat wave was just keeping a lot of thru hikers away. About 20 minutes after I showed up, another thru hiker showed up who I can't remember his trail name right now, but he's a young guy from Washington State, and he's doing like 35 miles a day, but he's taken tons of 0 days, so that's why I think I've seen him before. He'll be passing me at some point. He's finishing up. So I was like happy I was a little ahead on a schedule to get to my campsite for tonight. So now I'm a little behind, but it was well worth it. Only because it's a dry camp and I'm gonna have to go, I think it's over a quarter mile, maybe a little more, to get water down a side trail. But I grabbed the Dr. Pepper and a hazy Sierra Nevada hazy IPA. So we'll celebrate tonight. And a couple of cookies. So just, Trail Magic, what a boost. What a boost. They said they got like 35 people come by last year, and it's only 2 so far this year. And there's only that couple, that'll be 2 more coming through. So I don't think they're going to get a lot of people this year, just because I think for the heat wave, they said it's unusually hot right now. It's going to start breaking at night, so hopefully it'll be like getting colder at night. But yeah, it's definitely been a big heat wave that has definitely impacted me and my thru hike. But just plugging along, and hopefully we're on the tail end of it. So it's hot right now, but we are refreshed, we are fed, we are hydrated, and we're going to put a podcast on and keep marching towards our campsite. I can't tell you how amazing that Trail Magic was. It just, I want to say made the day, but made the week. That's 2 Trail Magics in, I think in 5 days. Pretty amazing. Oh, we were both laughing, me and the other thru hiker, about the book Trail Magic and how soul crushing, especially the second one was. So all of us thru hikers think alike out here. You give us a cold drink and we will sing your praises for ages. That's all we ask. Thanks. Check in a bit. All right, it's 2:30. Have about 2.5 miles to the campsite, and then we're going to have a bit of a walk to get water after we set up camp. So I thought this would be a good time for our last 2.5 miles. I'm not going to make the mistake and let this get warm. It's still cold from our Trail Magic. I'm going to have it right here and air out the feet. This is so good. It's ice cold. Thank you once again. Amazing Trail Magic. All right, it's 4 o'clock. We're a couple hundred yards below the PCT up there. We're going to take this trail to a creek and load up on water. I've got almost all my food in the bear vault, so we can leave that here in the shade. We'll take the backpack and load up on a bunch of water, and if it's feasible, we'll even rinse out our socks again. Let's go. All right, so this is the first day I actually totally emptied my hydration bladder. I was only had that one water source at Cold Spring to do electrolytes. The other two springs along the way were like over a quarter mile one way off the trail, so I just had decided I'll just drink from the water bladder, but I'm empty now. So we're gonna walk down to the spring here, or creek, whatever it is, load up on a ton of water. I am already feeling a little parched, and that's with having that cold Dr. Pepper along the way as well. I just need more electrolytes. Stat. We left the tent at 4. I'm guessing by the time we get water filtered and get everything situated and get back to the tent, this will probably be a full hour or close to it. So let's see how close I am to that estimate. The good thing about this trail to the water, it's not like super steep. I think some of the other ones to the springs were also a lot steeper. So going back up to the tent won't be terrible. There are also some reports on far out of some more than usual aggressive deer. They're just going for the salt. So I gotta make sure I put my trekking poles in the tent tonight. I'm always good about putting everything else in the tent anyway, but they may come and visit at some point tonight or tomorrow morning. We shall see. There were like 3 established tent sites up on the PCT, so I'm hoping, but they were kind of like on top of each other. So I'm hoping, you know, like that couple behind me or whoever else, they'll camp up there and we'll have our little spot a few hundred yards below to ourselves. But the main thing as always is the shade, so as long as I have shade, I'm happy. All right, we'll check in once we get to this water. Water! Woo-hoo. All right, we're gonna wrap it up for the day. It's around 5:30. We ended up doing more dirt. We ended up doing 20 miles today. Nice. Not including the mileage to go get water and come back. We're at about 65-50. Good day of hiking. We hit another milestone, 1,300 miles on the trail. We've got about 14 miles to the road where we get access to Chester. So that's probably going to be about a 7.5 hour hike tomorrow morning. There is a bus that comes by around 1 or 1:30 if you call and ask them to stop. So I'll see if I have cell service and if I can do that or not, or worry about that tomorrow. But maybe the bus or maybe a hitch. Well, we shall see. Of course, the standout for today was that Trail Magic a little over halfway through the day in the early afternoon. That was just a great surprise, and surprising to them, I was the first through hiker that they saw that day today. So I think between me and the other guy who was there, and then the couple I know is behind me, or was behind me, they'll get at least 4, but they're probably going to get a low turnout today. But man, the cold drinks, the BLT, I've got my hazy IPA. I'm going to crack it open soon. I'm just getting more electrolytes in to get my appetite up. Pretty good shady spot. Every once in a while, the sun is peeking through some of these trees, but as we get later into the evening, that will not be a problem. So I don't have to fully charge everything because I will be going into town tomorrow. So I'm just getting my InReach up to like 65%, just so I have enough for tracking for Sarah for tomorrow. I'll see if I have cell service, and then we'll just kind of settle in for the night. Yeah, looking forward to a couple nights in town. So that's that. We will see you in the morning for a Tuesday on the trail and in town. A doubleheader, the trail and the town.
Good morning. It is Monday, and I had a great weekend camping with my friends that I've known for almost 30 years. We figured it out. So I am now making the trek home. I just got coffee from Tim Hortons and a sour cream glazed donut, which is my favorite as a treat for later on today. So let's get going, and hopefully there won't be too much of a wait at the border. It took me probably like a half hour, 40 minutes to cross on the way up here. So fingers crossed. So I'm just taking a break, just taking a short break. I'm going through back roads. I got off the interstate in Albany, and I'm just stopping before I get to Brattleboro. I need to go to the bathroom. I got this, I think it's a maple flavored seltzer water, some chips, and cider donuts. So hopefully that'll get me pretty much all the way home. I know we'll probably need to stop for gas one more time, but I'm on the home stretch. So I made it home. It took me about 9 hours to drive home, so not terrible. Thank goodness for the new Nest thermostat, because I was able to turn the air conditioning on last night, so it's nice and cool in my house. And now to water all the plants and just relax for the night, since it was well over 90 degrees in the house when I turned on the air conditioning. So the plants are all a little sad, but just gonna relax, figure out something for dinner. I know Brian's looking forward to being in town, I think tomorrow. He was texting me a bit while I was driving, so I could read them but not really respond. So we'll get to connect tomorrow. So that was my little adventure up to Connecticut, or over to Connecticut and up to Canada. And now I'll be home for a bit.